Hello, I'm Raymond Morehouse. I'm the founder and director of Inherit the Earth Outreach. We're a nonprofit based in Redlands, California, and we exist to help people move towards stabilizing their housing circumstances, their health, and the situation in their life through Christ honoring and gospel shaped relationships. When we first meet somebody, they are often chronically homeless, which means that homelessness has been a big part of their life, almost a way of life, usually for years, sometimes even decades. And so, as you can imagine, getting things stabilized and healthy is often very complicated and messy. One of our guiding principles, though, is that we never want to be doing things to people or for people, but we want to do things with them, alongside of them, wherever possible, so that we become that community, that relationship that will walk with them through some big life changes. One of the primary ways that we do that is through our building on Texas Street in Redlands called the Rescue Shop. The name of that comes from a poem by C.T. Studd, who was a pioneer in the global missions movement. He wrote a short poem that goes like this: Some want to live within the sound of church or chapel bell. I want to run a rescue shop within a yard of hell. And at the rescue shop, we certainly experience that yard of hell. Sometimes it's inside of us. It's what's going on in our hearts or in our minds. Sometimes it's in the neighborhood where we are, where people are living, where people are staying. But even though we experience the nearness of a hellish existence, we also know that the kingdom of God is in our midst. In fact, the kingdom of God can be present with us, inside of us, in community with each other. And so at the rescue shop, we have a morning, daily devotion time that people come to be able to start their day with prayer, with Bible study, with encouragement, with challenge. And it's through those we often see what God has for us through the day, whether it's something as simple as going to the DMV to replace a lost ID, or whether it's something that's really big and really scary, like dealing with a medical diagnosis or completing an application to get into rehab. We aren't always sure what God has planned for the day, but God always has good things in front of us, and that's something we really want to always hold in our minds. What good thing does God have for us to do right now, to do in this moment, to do next? Not necessarily solving the big problems or finding a cure for the big issues, but really working with individuals instead of issues, with people instead of just trying to solve problems. One of the most beautiful ways that we've seen God use the rescue shop this year in 2023, and actually even into last year, is with a women's Bible study that happens every morning on Tuesdays. I'm not invited to that Bible study, so I'm going to invite my wife, Mary Blake, to explain a little bit about what's been going on in the women's group.
Hi, I am Mary Blake Morehouse. I am the wife to Raymond Morehouse, and I help lead the Bible study on Tuesday mornings with the ladies at the Rescue Shop. We are going through a Bible study called The Healing Journey, and it's written to help women walk through some serious past traumas in their lives and remember and seek reconciliation for traumas that they've caused other people. I have seen major fruit come through this Bible study where women are not making decisions as a victim, but making decisions as a daughter of Christ. I would share specific stories, but I can't because we received a zipper at the beginning, and to represent, we're just going to keep our mouths shut. So all I will say is there's been just major, beautiful fruit that have come from Tuesday mornings.
So lots of really wonderful things happening at the rescue shop, in addition to the daily stuff that we walk alongside of people through. As I already mentioned, our vehicle program has been really active this year as well. That's a program where we help people buy and maintain vehicles that they can stay in while they're putting together a more long-term solution. The last thing, though, that I wanted to talk about, which is on the immediate horizon for us, is that the building that houses the rescue shop, we've been renting that space, and we have an opportunity to purchase the building and actually expand into some other space inside of that property. We're in the middle of raising funds for that. In the last couple of months, we've raised a little bit over $200,000, around $250,000, in fact. And we need to raise a couple of 100,000 more. And so if that's something that you would be interested in, if you want to hear more about, if you want to come by and visit the rescue shop, be with us for a morning devotion, or see what goes on there, please get in touch. Our contact information is on our website, www.ieoutreach.com. There's lots of different ways that you can get in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you, to tell you more about our building plan, what we want to do with the property, and how we see God really leading us to lean into that place as an opportunity to be in that neighborhood, to be in people's lives, to see more fruit and more growth, like we've talked a little bit about in this update. Thanks for watching.